Most founders think they need to write every SOP themselves. That's actually the fastest way to stay trapped inside of your business forever, to work inside of your business and not to work on your business. But let me show you a smarter way to write SOPs, a smarter way to systemize your operation, a smarter way to look at your operations. Because as a founder, your real job is vision, is growth, is direction, not getting stuck with the details and typing step by step manuals. When you write the SOPs yourself, when you write the operation manuals yourself as the business owner, you really slow everything down. You become the bottleneck. And most of the time, from experience of working with small business owners, the SOPs that the founders, the CEOs wrote, sit on the shelf collecting dust and none of the employees use them. So let me break this down simply. In Eastern philosophy, there's an idea of the yin and the yang. The yang is strong, active energy, forward pushing energy. It's all about action, all about direction, all about progress. If I had to compare this to a person, think about an intense workout like a midday sun, something intense, something strong, something active. And there's also the yin. The yin is steady, is grounding, it's supportive. It really turns vision into reality. Think of it like a calm evening or very like focused work. So the yang is the go action, let's move forward. And the yin is let's keep this steady, let's figure it out, and let's make it real, right? So the yang is the go, and the yin, sorry about that, it's slowing down and getting ready to rest and enjoy and be supportive and grounded. The same ideas show up in business. It's kind of like the CEO, COO, owner, and operator concept. There's the CEO, the owner, he's the visionary, comes up with ideas. He's the big picture. He thinks about the future. He always has ideas for growth and expansion and always thinking, where are we going? Where are we headed? And then there's the COO, there's the integrator. He's very detail oriented, detail focused, thinks about how to make the ideas actually happen. He's very practical, system thinking in the day to day, and he really focuses on operations and execution. So if I had to put this simply, right, the owner is thinking, where are we going? Where's the direction? What are we doing? And the CEO is thinking, how do we get there? And the beautiful part is that when you embrace the balance of the CEO, COO, of the owner, integrator, you stop being the bottleneck of the business. And your business starts to finally run like a machine. So in business, the owner is the yang. He's bold, he's driving, he has new ideas, he's pushing forward. He's creating the vision. And the COO, the integrator, is the yin. It's steady, it's operational, it's grounding, it executes, it's turning the ideas into reality. So it's two different energies, the owner, the visionary, the COO, and the operator, the integrator, the COO. Very two different energies. So as an owner, when you stay in the yang, right, when you stay in with your core energy and you empower your team to take care of the details, to take care of the operations, your systems finally start to work. That's the balance that creates real freedom. And let me give you a real example. I'm working with the sushi restaurant right now. It's a fast growing sushi restaurant in New York City. He's a brilliant guy and he has the vision to make it into a chain. This chef, he designed the menu, he built the brand, and he drove the vision. But he had one slight problem before we started to work together. He insisted to be involved in every part of his business. He insisted to write every single training manual himself, every sushi roll technique, every greeting script, every cleaning checklist in the restaurant. He wanted to be involved in everything. And guess what happened? Those operational manuals took forever. And the staff barely used them because they were too complex. And he was stuck in his office every day until 1 a.m. trying to figure out what's wrong and reviewing instructions that no one in the staff even read. When we started working together, I asked him a question. When you go to a sushi restaurant, do you expect the owner, be the head chef, also catch the fish, cook the rice, and fold napkins? He had a good laugh, right? And he answered, of course not. And my point was, that's the point. Exactly. You're the founder. You're the head chef. You should focus on quality and vision, not folding napkins, not operational manuals. When we finally built the vision with him, when we finally started building the processes and helping him step fully into the yang energy, while we and his team own the yin energy, the grounded, the systematic, the detail oriented. Everything changed. The manuals were finished in a few weeks, not 6 months, and the systems and the processes were actually being used by the staff. And for the first time in 2 years, it's not relevant, but he took his wife to a 2 week vacation. It's funny in Japan, without a single, late night call from the team. Why? Because we were able to take his knowledge, take his core energy, and build the systems and the processes and team around that. The same thing is happening right now with a painting franchise. We're working with him now, but he started small. Just him and a couple of guys painting houses in Long Island in New York. And he was a real natural leader. He was super driven, he knew how to sell, and he had a clear vision for expansion and how to make this business grow. But that's where it all went sideways. He started franchising because again, he still is a very charming guy. He knows how to sell, he knows how to talk, but he had this limiting belief that he has to be involved in every SOP, in every operational manual of his business. He wanted to make sure that the product, which is the painting, was consistent and good based on his standards. So he wanted to be in charge of how to prep the room, which brushes to use for the trim, how to upsell a client on a higher end finish. Even like he wanted to be in charge of how to answer the phone and how to handle every complaint. And he started writing everything himself. And guess what happened? Those SOPs, those manuals were dragged for months. The people that he sold the franchise to, the franchisees, were frustrated and constantly calling him, giving him headaches, asking him for help. He was working 12 to 14-hour days, 7 days a week, stuck in his office late at night, rewriting the scripts, rewriting the operational manuals, rewriting the protocols that no one even used because they were too complex. And when we started to work together, again, I asked him a question. What would need to happen for you to be able to copy paste your business to 5,000 locations in the United States? Like, if you wanted to paint next month 1,000 houses in 10 different cities, like, would you rather be on the ladder, painting each one of them yourself, or building the operations from above? Over there, he paused. He got it. He understood it. And I explained to him that right now you're not acting as the architect, as the builder, as the entrepreneur of this business. You're still acting like the guy on the ladder with the brush in his hand. And that's where we helped him stand in his true role, the visionary, the COO, the yang energy. We stepped in, and together with his painters and his field managers, we started to record the processes, like videos, photos, checklists. We put everything into a program, into a software, and started organizing and documenting everything. And within few months, the franchisees had a clear, field-tested, proven SOPs that were actually used and trusted because we focused on simplicity, because we leveraged our knowledge and we partnered with the people that are actually doing the daily work, painting the houses, and that's why it worked. We just finished working with him, and just last month he signed 3 more agreements to franchise his business. Why? Because the people saw that they're buying an operating system that they can just use and win. They saw the simplicity, they saw the value. And that's not even the best part. The best part, that now he finally has time to focus on growth, on new partnerships, or spending weekends with his family instead of drowning in his office. This isn't just like a nice philosophy, that's a proven framework. The owner should not be the one that documents the processes. The owner should not be the one that's writing the SOPs. Instead, you have to build a system culture inside of your business. You have to build a capture culture inside of your business. And here's how it works. First, your team records what they do. So what's the work that needs to happen inside of your business? Your team records what they do, whether it's screen shares, videos, and checklists. Keep it simple. Simplicity wins with small businesses. Then someone else organizes into clear, usable SOPs. He actually writes the how-to, the ability to copy paste this action translated to 10 different cities. Same thing with the painter, the how-tos, the how to paint the houses so anybody can use it. And you, the owner, you just review and approve at a high level. You should not be concerned with the details. You should not be the one writing it. You should just approve it at a high level. Why? Because there's 2 big benefits. One, it saves you so much time when you're not involved in everything inside of your business and you stand within your role and you do what you do best. And 2, it makes the business so much more accurate and usable because the people that build the systems are actually the people doing the work. So they're better doers than you. You should be the entrepreneur, they should be the operators. You should set the vision, they should execute. You're the yang, the strong, the sun, they're the yin, the grounded, the moon. So stop locking yourself with the SOP dungeon. Stop focusing on the operation. Stop focusing on the details. Your job as the owner is to lead. Their job is to document and execute. When your team builds the systems, you find for yourself to focus on growth, to working on your business when you're outside of the daily operations. And that's where you make the shift from an operator to a true owner. By the way, if you want help turning your team into a systems building machine, so you can step out of the day-to-day operations, so you can work on the business, not inside of your business, so you can finally systemize your business so you can scale and grow, or step back and work less, or make your business so much more attractive for future investors and exit for top dollar, check the link below. It will take you to a free operational audit, and it will show you how we helped over 25 businesses in 8 different industries. But if you're not there, that's fine. I hope you got so much value from this video. Please comment, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what videos you want me to make so I can add value to you and serve you. Anything about operational efficiency, business systemization, exit readiness. Like, subscribe, and I am so grateful for you watching this video. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Have an amazing day.